Welcome to the channel. It is a cool 24 degrees here in Georgia, and for us Southerners, that's cold as hell. We don't like it. So you Northerners can make fun of us all you want to, because I'm about to start a big fire and get to work in the shop, because there's a big event this Saturday, December 7th at Paradise Dragstrip. It's a toy drive to help the kids in need, and I called out Finnegan with my Mustang against his rubber duck Firebird. And his car is way faster than mine, but I have a new engine from Harrell Engine and Dyno that I need to swap into it before we go. But the problem is, it is Wednesday, about 9 o'clock in the morning. I have a dyno appointment tomorrow night. So I have just 2 days to get the Mustang ripped completely apart, get the new engine in, and make a good bit of changes to make the new engine work. So I don't know why I always do this. On every event, I wait to the very last second to get the cars ready. But that's okay. We always get it done. I say we always get it done. This one's gonna be tight. I don't know if it's gonna work. It's gonna be a damn miracle, because most of the parts aren't even here for the new engine. I had them overnighted from various places. As a matter of fact, I don't even have an intake. So luckily, we live near Summit. At the last minute, if I can't round up one here local, I'll drive to Summit and pick one up. But I'm sure there's gonna be lots of other things I'm gonna need, because like I said, we're gonna be changing a lot of things on it. So let's build a fire, get it a little warm in here, and start some work. Here are all the new parts that's going in the Mustang. Currently, it's got a 5.3 liter that's all aluminum. It came out of a GMC Envoy. I have no idea how many miles are on it. We stuck it in there on an episode of Faster with Liberty Cotton. And since then, I've upgraded the camshaft, I put head studs in it, upgraded the valve train, and with that Pro Charger, it made 505 horsepower to the tire. And we didn't want to turn it up any more than that, because it's got stock ring gaps in it, and we didn't want to risk blowing it up. The new combo is going to be slightly different. This is a 6-liter Gen 4 block. It's 394 cubic inches. This is the Beer Money Tallboy Special, built by HED. It's got Wiseco pistons, Molinar power adder rods, custom stroke. It's got a custom HED Big Nasty camshaft stuffed in there. They say this can make 1,500 horsepower and will make 1,200 to the tire reliably all day long. We have a set of Mast Motorsports LS3 as cast cylinder heads that we're going to bolt on that engine. These are 70cc. We have a set of MLS head gaskets, ARP head studs, comp rockers, BTR valve springs. We have a lot of good parts to put on this engine. So let's get this thing assembled, because I still have to pull the engine out of the Mustang tonight. We hit our first snag. The heads are assembled. I got the springs in there. They're all ready to go. I got the lifters in this side of the engine, and I was about to put the heads on when I realized we had no dowel pins, which is a problem. So I called my buddy Jeff, who lives close by. I was like, dude, I'm in a pickle. He was like, I got you. So I ran to his house, grabbed the dowel pins. Now we're back. I can put these in and move forward, put the heads on this thing, and seal this thing completely up and wait for the intake to show up tomorrow. So we're gonna make some type of progress. The car's still outside and it's still completely together, so tomorrow's gonna be a long day as well. I don't know if I'm gonna hit the dyno tomorrow night. It's gonna be close. Got a lot done on the engine last night. The top end is pretty much complete. Now I'm going to move on to our oil pan. We got our pickup on there. And a few months ago, I found this oil pan at Summit at the scratch and dent. It was half off, and it was exactly what I needed. So I've already test fit it. It's not going to interfere with anything on this engine. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. And the engine is pretty much complete aside from I got to get a gasket for the front timing cover. One step further, we got our Motion Raceworks steam vent kit on here that looks absolutely incredible. It's very straightforward. Everything's labeled, so you can't screw this up. How's it going? Slowly, a little bit surely. Mm-hmm. Nice. Cash, you helping?
No, you're not helping.
You're not helping?
He's whining.
You cold? You look high. He can barely hold his eyes open.
Are those already screwed down?
Yeah, mine's sliding up. Cash, what do you think? What the hell are you looking at? Look at there, look. Check that out. TIC Performance intercooler that goes in between the bottom and the top of the intake. These have been proven to work the best. So that's what we got to keep the air temps down. What's in the box? What the hell we get? Hardware. Candy? Oh man. Huh. There it is. That's as far as we can get at the moment. We got a Holly lower intake here. This wasn't available at Summit. They didn't have this in stock, and my buddies over at Speedway Motors had one in stock, so I called them. They shipped it out for me like ASAP. TIC Performance, this is their 1500 horsepower intercooler, which looks just badass. I mean, good Lord. And this thing is proven to knock down the heat as it comes into the engine. So I won't have to run a big intercooler behind the bumper. I don't even want to put this in the Mustang. I want to put this in my 55 and just have the baddest street car ever. Because this is supposed to make 1200 horsepower all day, every day, and live. So, but man, just look at it. I love it. It's Friday evening, and unfortunately, we are not taking the Mustang to the track tomorrow. Yesterday, I still didn't have the intake I needed to make this happen, and it wasn't going to show up until today by the end of day. And I talked to my dyno guy, which is Jeff over at Most Speed Shop. I was like, is there any possible way we could dyno this thing tomorrow night if the intake even shows up? Because at that point, I didn't want to stay up all night last night, ripping the car apart, putting this in there, and then the car just sitting here, you know, not able to run if we're still missing parts. And he said he would stay late and make it happen, but I didn't want to risk it. There's just no way I could have got it done and dynoed and not rushed, you know, everyone. So I don't like doing that. So we're just going to wait. When I get back from PRI in a couple weeks, we'll put this engine in there. We'll take our time, make sure everything's right, because this is the most expensive thing I have ever had. This engine combo and everything involved with it costs more than any car I've ever bought. So yeah, I don't want to rush it and screw it up. So we're going to take our time. We're going to make it right, and we're going to make 1,000 horsepower, which is our goal. So right now I'm going to get the 57 down and get it over here and address the exhaust leak, kind of clean it up and get it ready for tomorrow. We're going to throw a heater in the trunk, and we also are going to have apparel. So I haven't had shirts in a very long time, like a year or two, and we're making shirts and hoodies, and we're going to start selling those along with hats and stickers and all kinds of stuff. So I'm excited about that. 55 is rolled out. 57 is down. I have a bad exhaust leak. Oh, my dipstick's hanging up. There's a bad exhaust leak on this side over here. So I'm gonna go look in the shed to see if I have any more header gaskets before I even start ripping this apart. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Paradise Dragstrip's toy drive is tomorrow, and we're going to leave here about 7 o'clock. I tried to fix the 57 over there, and the header gasket on the passenger side completely blew out. And I assumed I had some because I have a million gaskets, but guess what I don't have? Gaskets for a big block Chevrolet. So I said to hell with it. It don't have heat anyway. You know what does have heat? The Impala. And so I checked fluids. I had to charge the battery because every battery on the property is apparently dead. And I had to fix the door latch on the passenger side. Had to clean out the trunk. Just give it the once over. And it's ready to go. I tested the heat. Heat works good, thankfully. So now we're going to go in here and get a couple hours of sleep. Chantel just printed off a bunch of hoodies for tomorrow. She's been in there working her butt off and got us some apparel, finally, after like a year or two. So we're going to load those up in the morning, head to Paradise, hang out, have a good time, and freeze our butts off. But I'm not complaining. It's going to be good. So we'll see you there. We're ready to rock and roll. Impala's warmed up, heat's working good. Let's go to Paradise.
I got in the hat. I said I'll get
We had a really good turnout at Paradise Dragstrip. We raised lots of toys for all the children in need. And the Impala did great. No issues there. And not to mention, we have new apparel coming out. And we're almost to the point of getting all that stuff set up so you guys can order some. The next video, we should have all the info available. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time.